Let me ask you something simple but important. When you think about meat, what comes to mind? A juicy burger? A comforting bowl of beef stew? Maybe the smell of bacon on a Sunday morning? For millions of people over 60, meat is more than just food. It's a tradition, a memory, a symbol of strength. But as we age, something shifts. The body starts to respond differently, and the truth is, not all meats are created equal. Some types silently fuel inflammation, joint pain, even memory loss. Others, surprisingly, can protect the heart, preserve muscle, and support clear thinking well into your 70s and beyond. So which is which? What should stay on your plate, and what should quietly be phased out? To help us sort fact from fiction, we're joined today by someone extraordinary. He's over 100 years old, still walks daily, still sharp, and still committed to helping others age with purpose. Dr. Kenji Yamato, Japan's oldest practicing physician, is back in the studio, bringing over a century of wisdom and a deeply personal understanding of what truly nourishes the aging body. Whether you're someone who's always loved steak or someone reconsidering every bite, this episode is for you. Because how we eat after 60 doesn't just fill us. It shapes how we move, how we think, and how long we thrive. So now that we know how deeply meat can shape our aging journey, let's get honest about which ones might be quietly holding us back. If you're over 60 or love someone who is, this part of the video may feel a bit unsettling, but it's one of the most important discussions we can have. Because for decades, meat has been a central part of many meals, bringing comfort, routine, and even joy. Bacon sizzling on a Sunday morning, a turkey sandwich at lunch, a steak on the grill shared with family. These aren't just foods, they're memories. But here's the truth most of us never learned growing up. As we age, our body changes, and so must our choices. After 60, the kidneys filter more slowly. The heart becomes more sensitive to fats and sodium, and the immune system doesn't bounce back as quickly from inflammation or infection. That means some meats that once fueled you might now be quietly working against your heart, brain, digestion, or memory. So in this segment, we're going to walk through 6 meats you might want to think twice about after 60. This isn't about guilt, it's about empowerment, so you can keep enjoying life with strength, clarity, and vitality. 1. Processed bacon, a beloved morning ritual with a hidden cost. Let's start with the classic, bacon. Crispy, salty, and rich with childhood nostalgia. But behind that aroma is a chemical storm, especially in prepackaged, processed versions. Processed bacon is loaded with sodium, nitrates, and preservatives. And when fried at high heat, it forms harmful compounds your aging body struggles to detoxify. A study in Circulation showed that eating just 50 grams a day, around 2 slices, increased heart disease risk by 42%. Why? Because as we age, arteries become less flexible. Detox organs like the liver slow down. Inflammatory responses get more aggressive. Bacon also contributes to systemic inflammation, including in the brain, raising the risk of memory decline. If you love the flavor, reserve it for rare moments and opt for nitrate-free, uncured versions. Or explore alternatives like smoked tempeh, turkey bacon, or grilled mushrooms. And don't forget, when you're craving that satisfying salty crunch, sometimes it's the texture you miss most. Roasting seasoned chickpeas or thin-sliced sweet potatoes can offer a similar experience without the inflammatory load. 2. Deli meats, convenient but risky for aging kidneys. Turkey, ham, roast beef, deli meats are lunchbox staples, but most are pre-cooked, preserved, and pumped with chemicals that challenge the kidneys and immune system. A study from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition revealed that older adults who ate deli meats 4 times a week had a 28% higher chance of chronic kidney disease. And because they're often consumed cold, deli meats can carry bacteria that aging immune systems may struggle to fight off.
I remember speaking with a retired Navy veteran named Tom. For years, his go-to lunch was a ham sandwich. He kept it simple, no fuss. But over time, he began noticing swelling in his legs and fatigue he couldn't shake. Lab tests showed declining kidney function. When he switched to home-cooked chicken breast and vegetables, things improved dramatically. Smarter choice. Make your own lean meat slices at home using baked chicken breast or slow-cooked beef. Store in glass containers and season with herbs instead of processed condiments. Also, remember to hydrate well and increase potassium-rich foods like spinach and avocados to support kidney function. Stop. 3. Conventional grain-fed beef. Not all steak is equal. Beef isn't bad, but grain-fed, factory-farmed beef? That's another story. Most conventional beef comes from cattle raised on corn-based diets and treated with hormones and antibiotics. This alters the fat profile and introduces toxins that aging bodies struggle to clear. Compared to grass-fed beef, this version has higher omega-6 fats, linked to inflammation, heart disease, and even cognitive decline. A Harvard study found that those who ate conventional beef regularly had significantly higher heart disease rates than those who chose pasture-raised beef. The issue is compounded when beef is overcooked or paired with sugary sauces, which create oxidative stress and gut irritation. Smarter choice. Limit beef intake to once or twice a week. Always choose pasture-raised, grass-fed cuts. They're richer in omega-3s, CLA, and antioxidants. Try pairing beef with cruciferous vegetables like broccoli or Brussels sprouts, which help the liver process fats more efficiently. Stop. 4. Factory-farmed chicken, a healthy illusion. Chicken is considered lean and safe, but factory-farmed chicken is often high in inflammatory fats and may contain residues of antibiotics and growth hormones.
If you've ever found yourself wondering whether meat still belongs on your plate after 60, you're not alone. For decades, many health conversations have painted meat as the villain, blamed for everything from high cholesterol to heart disease and even cancer. But let's pause here, because the truth, like most things in nutrition, is a little more nuanced. Not all meat is created equal. Some types can indeed increase inflammation, disrupt hormones, or weigh down your arteries. But others, they can be your greatest allies in preserving strength, clarity, and quality of life as you age. The right kinds of meat, raised the right way, can help you stay mobile, think clearly, and feel energized well into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. In this episode, let's unpack 6 types of meat that science says can truly support a longer, sharper, more independent life after 60. These aren't just about protein. They offer specific nutrients that protect the brain, power your muscles, calm inflammation, and even reduce your risk of chronic diseases. 1. Wild-caught salmon, brain and heart protection. When it comes to healthy aging, wild-caught salmon is hard to beat. It's loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, especially EPA and DHA, that reduce inflammation, protect neurons, support healthy circulation, and stabilize mood. A landmark study published in the Journal of the American College of Cardiology found that older adults who consumed wild salmon twice a week reduced their risk of heart-related events by 27%. That's huge. But beyond the heart, omega-3s also reduce the buildup of beta-amyloid plaques in the brain, associated with Alzheimer's, and help keep joints supple. Many people don't realize that omega-3s from fish are much more bioavailable than plant-based sources like flaxseed. And for seniors dealing with memory fog or mild cognitive decline, this simple swap could be game-changing. Whether grilled, baked, or tossed into a salad, salmon is as versatile as it is healing. Pair it with leafy greens and a squeeze of lemon for a complete anti-inflammatory meal. Tip: always look for wild-caught on the label. Farmed salmon may contain more toxins and fewer beneficial fats. If your budget is tight, canned wild salmon is a great alternative. 2. Pasture-raised lamb, iron-rich and muscle-supportive. Pasture-raised lamb is one of the most nutrient-dense red meats available. Unlike conventional lamb, pasture-raised varieties have a healthier fat profile, higher CLA, conjuncted linoleic acid, and are naturally richer in heme iron, zinc, and B vitamins.
These nutrients aren't just about muscle. They're crucial for mitochondrial energy, immune function, and preventing sarcopenia, the gradual muscle wasting that many experience after 60. In cultures where lamb is a dietary staple, such as in parts of the Mediterranean, aging adults often show greater muscle retention and lower rates of frailty. Lamb also has a savory richness that makes it perfect for slow roasts or hearty stews, both of which are easier on the digestion for seniors. Tip: try sourcing lamb from local farms or butchers who specialize in grass-fed, free-range meats. Look for certifications that ensure ethical treatment and natural diets. 3. Organic pasture-raised chicken, gentle on the body, big on benefits. Not all chicken is created equal. Organic pasture-raised chickens live outdoors, forage naturally, and are not treated with hormones or antibiotics. This results in leaner meat with a healthier omega-6 to omega-3 ratio. A 2019 Japanese study found that older adults who consumed pasture-raised chicken regularly had significantly lower levels of systemic inflammation. Chicken is also easy to digest, making it an ideal protein source for seniors with sensitive digestive systems. It can be cooked in a variety of ways: boiled, grilled, roasted, while still retaining its nutritional value. Beyond protein, it's also a good source of niacin and selenium, which support DNA repair and immune resilience. Tip: look for certifications like Certified Humane or Pasture-Raised to ensure ethical, nutrient-rich sourcing. Avoid chicken labeled only as natural or cage-free. These terms often mean little in terms of real quality. 4. Small, oily fish. Tiny packages, tremendous power. Don't let their size fool you. Fish like sardines, anchovies, and mackerel pack a serious punch. These oily fish are loaded with omega-3s, calcium from their edible bones, vitamin D, and collagen, all of which are essential for bone strength, cognitive health, and skin elasticity. A 2020 study in the journal Nutrients showed that seniors who ate oily fish 3 times a week had a 34% lower risk of cognitive decline. Because these fish are low on the food chain, they accumulate less mercury, making them a safer option for older adults. Plus, they're often more affordable than salmon. Oily fish are common in longevity hotspots like Okinawa and Sardinia, regions where elders remain active and mentally sharp into their 90s.
Let's be honest. Change isn't always easy, especially when it touches something as personal and comforting as food. But imagine this: 10, 15, even 20 more years of energy, clarity, mobility, and joy, not just for you, but for the people who love you. That's what smart food choices can support. You don't need to give up everything you love. Just start noticing what your body is asking for. Start small. Maybe it's skipping the deli meat this week, choosing wild salmon over a factory steak, or slow roasting chicken instead of grabbing the frozen nuggets. Each decision builds momentum. Each meal becomes a message to your body: I care. Because the truth is, aging doesn't mean fading away. It means tuning in, sharper, wiser, more aware. Ask yourself, is this food nourishing me or just filling space? And here's the best part: it's never too late. Whether you're 60, 70, or beyond, the body listens, it adapts, it thanks you in energy, sleep, focus, and resilience. So as you head into your next meal, remember, your fork is not just a tool, it's a steering wheel, and every bite is a turn toward the future you deserve. Stay with us. In Part 2, we'll explore 6 meats that don't just avoid harm, they actively support your brain, heart, and longevity. You're not giving up your past, you're protecting your future, and you've got this. If this video sparked a thought, or maybe even a little concern, don't let it end here. Start with one small step. Take a look in your fridge. Pick one processed meat you could swap for something cleaner this week. Just one. Then share this video with someone you care about, your parent, your neighbor, your friend who loves their grill. Because information like this isn't meant to stay silent, it's meant to be shared. And if you found this helpful, consider subscribing. We're building a community of smart, compassionate adults who want to age better, not just longer. Your health is your legacy. Let's protect it together. Hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and drop a comment. What's one meat you're rethinking after watching this? You've got more control than you think. Let's use it, one mindful meal at a time.